The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
We bring you the Papyrus TV news update. You're welcome. First, the headlines. Lawmakers set for showdown over Rivers emergency rule. House of Reps session turns chaotic over Rivers emergency rule. Fresh controversy as Senator Akpoti Uduaghan faces recall threat. Akpoti Uduaghan, Senate operates like a secret society. Civil society groups back Akpabio, demand apology from Akpoti Uduaghan. Senate confirms NASC chairman, members amid petition. House demands security boost in Abuja. House investigates delayed cash transfer payments. The details. The National Assembly is bracing for a stormy session today as lawmakers prepare to debate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State. Originally scheduled for Wednesday, March 19th, the debate was postponed due to heightened tensions, particularly in the House of Representatives. The Senate also delayed discussions, struggling to secure the necessary two-thirds majority for approval. By constitutional mandate, the National Assembly has 48 hours to either approve or reject the emergency declaration. This deadline expires at midnight, adding pressure to today's proceedings. One major challenge is the low turnout of lawmakers, as several members are currently in Saudi Arabia for Umrah, Lesser Hajj. Calls have been made for their urgent return to ensure a decisive vote. The president justified his decision by citing escalating political tensions in Rivers State. His declaration led to the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy Ngozi Odu, and entire Rivers State House of Assembly for 6 months. In their place, he appointed retired Chief of Naval Staff, Rear Admiral Ibokete Ibas, as the state's new administrator. Opinions remain sharply split. Some lawmakers, particularly those aligned with the ruling All Progressives Congress APC, argue that the emergency rule is necessary to stabilize the state. However, opposition parties, including the People's Democratic Party (PDP), strongly oppose it, calling it an unconstitutional power grab. The PDP Governors Forum has vowed to challenge the decision in court, warning that it sets a dangerous precedent that could undermine Nigeria's democracy. If the National Assembly upholds the emergency rule, Fubara and his team will remain suspended and Ibas will continue governing Rivers State for 6 months. However, if lawmakers reject the declaration, the situation could take another twist, potentially reinstating Fubara and intensifying the crisis. With tensions at an all-time high, today's session is set to determine the political fate of Rivers State. In a related development, a highly charged session erupted in the House of Representatives on Wednesday, March 19th, as lawmakers clashed over President Bola Tinubu's recent declaration of emergency rule in Rivers State. Before the plenary session officially began, tempers flared, with legislators engaging in heated verbal exchanges. The uproar stemmed from Tinubu's decision to suspend Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy Ngozi Odu, and all members of the Rivers State House of Assembly for 6 months. In their place, the president appointed retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas as the interim administrator to oversee the state affairs. However, this move has divided lawmakers, with critics questioning its legality and broader implications for democracy. With discussions still ongoing, the political battle over Rivers State is far from over, and further developments are expected in the coming days. Meanwhile, a political storm is brewing in Kogi Central as moves to recall Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan from the National Assembly gain momentum. Reports indicate that some constituents have begun the constitutional process required to remove the senator from office. While specific reasons for the recall remain unclear, the move has already sparked heated debates and heightened political tensions in the district. Stakeholders are watching closely as events unfold, with analysts predicting a fierce battle ahead. As the process gains traction, Akpoti-Uduaghan's camp has yet to issue a formal response, leaving room for speculation on the motivations behind the recall effort. In similar report, suspended Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has made explosive allegations against the Nigerian Senate, accusing it of operating like a secret society where dissenting voices are silenced. In an interview with BBC Hausa, Akpoti-Uduaghan claimed that Senate President Godswill Akpabio rules the chamber with intimidation, making it difficult for lawmakers to challenge his decisions. She also accused Akpabio and some senators of inappropriate behavior, recalling an incident where she was mocked for forgetting to wear her wedding ring. According to her, Akpabio allegedly made a suggestive remark saying, "Natasha, your husband seems to be enjoying you, and you might be able to twist that beautiful waist of yours," prompting laughter from other senators. Reacting to the claims, Senate Deputy Majority Leader Onyekachi Nwokedi dismissed them as baseless, arguing that Akpoti-Uduaghan's portrayal of the Senate was inaccurate. He insisted there was no culture of intimidation and accused the senator of exaggerating her grievances following her suspension. As the controversy deepens, the Senate remains under scrutiny, with growing calls for an independent probe into Akpoti-Uduaghan's allegations. Continuing, a coalition of 27 civil society organizations has thrown its weight behind Senate President Godswill Akpabio amid rising tensions over the suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. During a peaceful protest at the National Assembly, the National Coalition of Civil Society Organizations, NACOCSO, dismissed Akpoti-Uduaghan's claims of gender-based suppression, insisting that her suspension was due to disorderly conduct rather than harassment. Speaking on behalf of the coalition, NACOCSO's national coordinator, Comrade Adebayo Lion Ogori, accused Akpoti-Uduaghan of playing the victim. She had multiple opportunities to report this alleged harassment, but never did until after her seat was changed, Ogori said. He also pointed out that Akpoti-Uduaghan attended multiple international events with Akpabio after the alleged incident, often accompanied by her husband. NACOCSO urged the public to reject emotional blackmail and social media outrage, fueled by what they described as false narratives. The coalition's support reinforces Akpabio's standing within the Senate, where a confidence vote was passed in his favor on March 13. However, the deepening divide between Akpoti-Uduaghan's supporters and the Senate leadership suggests that the controversy is far from over. In another development, the Nigerian Senate has confirmed Dr. Saviour Enyiekere as new chairman of the National Assembly Service Commission, NASC, alongside other nominated members from across the 6 geopolitical zones. The confirmation followed the consideration of a report by the Senate Committee on Establishment and Public Service, presented by Senator Oluwole Fasui Cyril, APC, Ekiti North, on Wednesday, 19th March. Enyiekere from the South-South was confirmed as chairman, while other confirmed members include Suleiman Othman Hunkui and Honorable Yusuf A. Yusuf, Northwest, Aminu Ibrahim Male and Alhaji Lawan Meina Mahmood, Northeast, Mark Hamation Teso and Salisu Umar Agbola Balogun, North Central, Honorable Taiwo Olukemi Oluga, and Honorable Afiz Ikpesa Balogun, Southwest, Festus Ifesinachi Odi, Southeast, and Patrick A. Giwa and Mrs. Mary Ekpeyong, South-South. However, the confirmation of a second nominee from the Southeast, Dr. Nnanna Uzo Kalu, was stalled following a petition by a former office holder from Imo State who claimed his tenure had not expired. Senate President Godswill Akpabio directed the Senate Committee on Public Petitions to urgently review the case and report back to the Senate. He clarified that the NASC chairman is not a zonal representative, stating, "The appointment of the chairman is at the discretion of the National Assembly leadership and does not represent any particular zone." Akpabio congratulated the nominees and urged them to work towards strengthening Nigeria's democracy. Furthermore, the House of Representatives has called on the Office of the National Security Advisor (NSA) to provide patrol vehicles and security gadgets to law enforcement agencies in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) to tackle rising insecurity. The resolution followed a motion sponsored by Honorable Joshua Chinedu Obika LP Amak Buhari, who expressed concerns over increasing security threats in Abuja, home to top government officials, diplomats, and key institutions. Obika highlighted alarming statistics from the FCT Police Command's 2024 report, which recorded 1,426 reported cases, 1,077 arrests, and the deaths of 140 police officers in the line of duty. He further identified 17 major criminal black spots in Abuja, including the Diplomatic Zone, the new PDP Secretariat, Gwarimpa, Mpape, Mabushi, Maitama, and Angwan TV, among others. The lack of adequate security patrol vehicles and gadgets has contributed to rising incidents of armed robbery, targeted attacks, assassinations, kidnapping, and terrorism, Obika said. The House, adopting the motion, urged urgent intervention to strengthen security and prevent further threats to lives and property in the capital city. Conclusively, the House of Representatives has launched an investigation into the delay in payments to beneficiaries of the federal government's Conditional Cash Transfer Program. The resolution followed a motion by Honorable Abbas Adigun, PDP Oyo, who noted that the program, initiated in 2016 in partnership with the World Bank, was designed to support poor and vulnerable households. Adigun explained that in August 2024, selected beneficiaries were promised 50,000 naira monthly for 3 months. Their details were submitted via an official portal, with payments meant to be directly deposited into their bank accounts. However, many beneficiaries have either received payments months late or have not been paid at all, with no explanation from the National Cash Transfer Office. The program was meant to cushion economic hardship, but the failure to disburse funds as promised has left many struggling, Adigun stated. The House directed the Committees on Poverty Alleviation and Humanitarian Affairs to investigate the delay and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative action.
The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't want to be